Hi everyone, Emily Wright here, and I am so excited for Diamond Club happening. And I know that those that are with us today are either participating in Diamond Club or you're contemplating participating in Diamond Club. And what an awesome opportunity for all of you. So as you are either in Diamond Club or you're pondering whether you should do Diamond Club in the future, I want to tell you maybe how it was all created, why we love Diamond Club, and what we've seen come out of Diamond Club. So as we first started doTERRA, all we had were 5 little oils in the beginning, and it took us a little while to finally find those 5 precious oils that met our quality standards. But we were filling these oils with syringes and making little Avery labels as we were putting them in the little 5/8 drams bottle. And we as owners would go out and meet with people in their homes. And I think this is what really created the specialness that has become doTERRA, because as we sat with people in their homes in the hopes that they would have family and friends show up to hear our message, what happened is we built relationships of trust. We created friendships that will last a lifetime. The bonds with the people we worked with in those early days are so strong. And oftentimes I remember going into their living room, and as we waited to see if anyone would show up, and sometimes no one would show up. And honestly, those were the times that we were able to sit knee to knee. And sometimes they would be embarrassed and apologize that no one showed up. And I said, don't apologize. Let's sit and talk about you for a moment. And as we sat knee to knee, what happened is I got to understand better who they were, what their needs were. We were able to exchange pieces of our life that created that friendship. And oftentimes I would stay in their homes because in that time we couldn't afford hotel rooms. We were going off of frequent flyer miles, and we would stay in their homes to save money. And it was in those late hours that we were able just to really break down the walls and open up. And that's what I love about Diamond Club, is because that's exactly what you're doing, is you're breaking down those walls, you're getting real, you're being very authentic in building these relationships. Now, I think sometimes as we go out in Diamond Club, we think, oh, I've got to create a killer presentation. I've got to knock their socks off. And I can tell you that in doing that, it's a big mistake. I've been using essential oils for 20 years. Some people would say I'm considered expert in essential oils. I look at it and say, I still have so much to learn. I might know a lot, but I still have so much to learn. But when I have done presentations where I focus on the science or the chemistry of essential oils and really go into the depths of my knowledge and understanding of essential oils, people may say, wow, that girl knows her stuff. But in doing so, in those intimate environments, in living rooms, that's a fatal mistake, because what happens is people may say, wow, this person is amazing, and I'm definitely buying this product because I need to have it. So you might receive enrollments. But then if they say, but I could never do what she just did, you've made a huge mistake. What you want to do is present it in such a simplistic manner that they look at it and say, one, I love this product and I've got to try it. My family needs to have this. But you want them to say, I could do what she just did, and I could probably do it even better than she did it. And so anything you can do to keep it very simple, very basic, so that they want to do what you do, then you have succeeded. As you look at your Diamond Club journey, you always want to start booking your next event based on the event that you're having that evening. So whether you're offering maybe, a special incentive as maybe it's a bottle of wild orange oil or something, if they will have an event and invite you to come, and if they have a minimum number of people that actually show up, which you want to make sure that you put that caveat in there, because oftentimes I've seen people that will offer special incentives if they book an event, but then when they get there, no one shows up, and now they're obligated. I've seen people even offer like a kit, like an aroma touch kit or something. You don't need to offer a lot. Like I say, a wild orange oil is sufficient, but make sure that there are qualifications that are connected to that and whatever behavior you want to see through those events, and get them excited about that. And then as you're doing these events, make sure that the leaders that you're working with are in this with you. So as you're doing the presentation, now you're opening up opportunity for them to start teaching the class with you. Maybe the first one you're teaching all by yourself. The second one you take pieces, but they're also taking pieces of the presentation. And by the end of your Diamond Club journey, your hope is that you're just taking a small piece of that presentation and they're doing the bulk of it. Because what happens through that process is you're helping them understand that they are so capable of doing things they didn't even realize they could. And we always want to give people opportunity for growth, to step into those positions of leadership. Because as you're doing Diamond Club, what you ultimately want to have happen is to create a whole bunch of new leaders that are doing this along with you. And you look and say, what are the lasting effects of Diamond Club? Is this really worth my while? It takes me away from my home or my family for 4 months, and it's exhausting and it's excruciating, and it can maybe even be a little bit stressful. And so what are the lasting effects of this? We have to look at the positive end of Diamond Club. Of why are you doing this? Obviously, you definitely want to take your business to the next level. But what happens if you give yourself the opportunity is you develop into that leader that you've always meant to become. It was always inside of you, but you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to put yourself in situations that are uncomfortable for you. You stretch yourself and you grow, and you recognize yourself that you are so capable of so much that you didn't ever realize that you were. And in doing so, you now get to connect with these individuals that you're working with. You get to see in them their potential, their greatest strengths, their greatest talents and gifts, and you get to pull them out of them. You get to challenge them and give them those opportunities to also grow and to set goals, to set dreams together, and to become a very collaborative team. So as we look at Diamond Club from the very beginning, the reason it came to be is we had some of the top leaders here in the U.S. come to us and say, hey, what would happen if we collaborated one with another, where we could give people who don't have the resources needed to travel to teams. And really at that point in time, we only had an established group here in the state of Utah. We really hadn't gone out into the neighboring states yet in the U.S., and so we wanted to expand our reach into big states like California and Arizona and Wyoming, those surrounding states. And of course, now not only is it in all 50 states, but all around the world. But in doing so, they said, would dōTERRA be willing to partner and collaborate with us in helping reimburse them for some of their travel costs? And we got really excited about this idea because I think one of the things that makes dōTERRA very unique is the way we partner with you, with our wellness advocates. We realize that we are nothing without you. We can create the greatest business opportunity in the world. We can go out and source the most amazing essential oils from all around the world and have the most innovative products. But if we don't have our wellness advocates who have partnered with us, you are the heart of this company. You are the ones that are making a difference. You are the ones sitting knee to knee with people in their living rooms. Then our dream is all that. It's just a dream. But you are the one that takes this dream and gives it life and takes it out to the people. So as we sat there and pondered this question of how can we partner, how can we become one, and started laying out what Diamond Club might look like. When we first launched the program, I can tell you that the requirements were crazy. The number of enrollments that were required, because they were kind of engineered by Elise Shedeby, and so she thought everyone should, be enrolling machines, and people came back to us and said, I don't know if I can keep up with this pace, but I can tell you that those first leaders who participated in that very first Diamond Club are our biggest, most influential leaders in the company today. And it was amazing what came out of it. So we've continued to refine it. We've continued to change the qualifications so that we weren't impacting families in a negative way. We made it where you can create a really harmonic balance between family life and your business and still get the results that you need. But most of all, through Diamond Club, we want you making those connections and building those relationships on your team that will last a lifetime, because that's where the lasting effects are, aren't they? Is one, as you grow as an individual and step into that position of leadership, but also as you are encouraging and giving permission for your team members to do the same. And so we're so excited about all that you're going to create in Diamond Club. I hope that you will truly enjoy this moment in time. Enjoy the journey. Take time to prepare. I think that's one of the most important things, as I've seen people that have succeeded and failed through Diamond Club, is whether or not they were prepared. Those that have lacked to create a game plan and to prepare are the ones that have really struggled. Those that have worked with their team members to say, okay, right here are my dates, this is when I'm coming, this is what I expect of you, and let them know that it's a huge privilege for you to come into their home, for you to do these events with them, and get them excited about that. Let them know how to invite. Make sure that they're doing follow-up. Sometimes people think, oh, I'll just put it out on Facebook and let people know that we're having an essential oils class. And then when no one shows up, they're disappointed. Like, well, I put it out on Facebook and 100 people liked it. I thought for sure I'd have all of these people show up. You have to make those person-to-person contacts. You have to give them a reason to show up and come, to get them excited. Maybe you're doing some make and take, so they know they're going to have something that they get to make and take home with them. Maybe if it's even something as simple as making like a bath scrub, or you can just do some Epsom salts and baking soda and add your favorite essential oil. Something as simple as that they can actually take home with them. But now there's something in it for them. Whether you're having a personal conversation with someone, you know that they're struggling with some health concerns, or maybe a member of their family is, and to make that meaningful connection with them, knowing that they're able to come into their home to receive answers from you, to become educated, to become empowered. And make sure you're following up, that you're calling them or texting them the day before saying, hey, I'm so excited that you're going to come and to learn more about empowering, becoming empowered or improving your health. And then also doing that again, maybe 2 hours before the event itself. Not saying, hey, I'm wondering if you're going to show up. And that way you're giving them an out, a yes or a no. It's no, I'm so excited that you are coming to learn, and I know that this is going to change your life. And having that enthusiasm. So teaching them kind of the magic of the follow-up as they're preparing for you to come. Teach them how to edify you. And I think sometimes that's hard for us, right? We look at ourselves and say, oh, I'm not a big deal. And we like to be very humble, but you really need to help your leader know how to edify you, how to get people excited for the very fact that you're coming to their town. You're coming into our home to teach, and for people to realize what a privilege it is to sit at your feet and learn from you. And so talk about that so that they can talk about you in the right light and in the right way. Know that you're still being humble. Don't worry. It's not that you're egocentric in any way, but they've got to have a reason. They don't know you, right? They've never met you. And so give them a reason to want to come. Keep it light. Keep it fun. Keep the meetings short. I think that's important. Sometimes we can ramble on forever because we're so passionate about these essential oils and how they can impact people's lives. But keep in mind that they only have a capacity to learn that's about this big, right? Not this big. So keep your events, I kind of like to say, an hour or less. And really the presentation time should be no more than 45 minutes tops. Don't go for 2 hours. It's going to be too much. They're going to be overwhelmed and they're going to leave exhausted. You want them to leave the home super jazzed, super excited, and so anxious to get started using this product. So I'm excited for all you're going to learn, for all you're going to create. Congratulations on choosing to be part of Diamond Club. And I know that you will be the future diamonds, blue diamonds, and presidential diamonds of dōTERRA. So good luck, and go out and bless a bunch of lives. Bye-bye.